what's up? We're doing some Frieren today. We took a 2-week break. Well, we didn't. Frieren took a 2-week break, and we were subject to its whims. But now we're back with episode 17, and I'm excited because this is also, I believe, the official start of the second core of the anime, which means we're gonna get a new OP today and a new ED. Which, like, I loved both the OP and the ED of Core 1, but I'm someone who I appreciate when shows change it up, and I like to see them, like, even if I don't like the new OP or ED very much, I will still appreciate that there was more variety, you know, because variety is great. We love variety. It's like, for example, Fire Force. When I think of Fire Force, like, the first OP for Fire Force is amazing. One of my favorite OPs of all time. And same with the ED. The ED is actually top 5 EDs of all time in anime for me, for Fire Force. And the second ones, I didn't like them as much. I still thought they were alright. I didn't like them as much. But I'm not mad that they changed it to those. Because I like when anime keeps it fresh. So, because it gives us more chance to find more songs and more visuals and stuff that we love, and I can always go and rewatch the old ones on YouTube or on the old episodes. So it's definitely worth it. Anyway, I'm excited to jump into this one, so let's jump in right away. Support the video and the channel if you can, and if you want the full-length versions of the reactions, as well as so much other content, and my Gent Watches One Piece content, that's on my Patreon account in the description below, so go check it out. Let's jump into this. This is Frieren, episode 17. That's right, he's leaving, isn't he? Or thinking about leaving at least. So he's leaving. Say your goodbyes. I think he should go, because this is why he came out. Okay, yeah, have one final going away party. Drink and play poker all night. Okay, new OP. Yes. Still female vocalist. I like this. Aww. This is cute. I really like it. What band is this? Oh, great bass. Oh, I couldn't read it fast enough. This is good. Oh, I'm excited for this core. I love the instrumental of this song. It's really unique, it feels like. Yeah, I love that. That's great. Take care. Okay, take care, guys. Oh, do you have a spell to warm her up? I mean, there's fire there. You can do that. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Is there a serious... Yeah, of course there's a serious blizzard. You jinxed it. It's blizzarding. Last a month? Are they gonna have to stay here for a month? Oh, is there? Why? Just because of the shady old man? They're probably like legendary because they're so obscure and weird. Yep. Yep. Not legendary, like powerful. Well, at least, you know, when they're saying goodbye to Sein, they get to have one final month with him. Oh my god, Frieren. I was just thinking that. They didn't spend that much time together. What do you mean? Are they having sex? This is always how their fights go. Come on. He probably said her hands are too small or some stupid bullshit. You just did the same thing?
女の子が顔ペタペタ触られていい気がするはずねえだろう。
She can't be.
このま
I
までいい
mean,
と思うか。
she shouldn't be that mad about that.
正直に気持ちを言えばいい。
Stark, you need to stand up for
仲直りしたい
yourself,
のなら
man.
ちゃんと相手。
分かってる。フェルンに謝るよ。
I mean, yes, apologize to her, but also
スタル
say,
クも反省している。
you know,
あいつガキ
there
なん
should
だ。
be expectations here.
悪気。
私が意地になってしまったので謝りたいです。
Good. Then I'm happy.
元はといえば触られたことは気にしてはいません。
Uh huh.
肩を押さえた腕の力が強くて
Oh, did you feel intimidated?
ちょっとだけ怖い
Okay,
と思
you know what? That's fair enough. That's a fair reason.
なんでそんなこと聞くんですか？
You just have to communicate with
そう
each
見え
other.
ますか？もっと優しくして。
Good.
ごめんよ。
Good job making up. I'm happy with that resolution. That's perfect.
もう付き合っちゃえよ。
よくわからないけ
Honestly.
どざ
俺のことをガキみたいに褒めるのは。
実際にガキでしょう。魔王討伐に旅立つ前の私とよく似ていて頭にきた。
Made me angry. We don't hear that
それ
very
は
often.
構う理由にはならねえだろ。
勇者ヒンメルならそうしたって。
She's smiling so much more lately.
手を取れ、フリーレン。
She's slowly getting more and more like
君が旅立つ
caring
き
and
っかけは
loving.
この僕だ。
She's enjoying this journey, I think. Well, yeah. I mean, are we gonna say goodbye to Sein, or was that whole
やっ
sequence
ぱ
of
り
him
俺は
like?
ゴリラを追いかけるよ。
Okay, good, good. I'm happy
も
for
う後
you.
悔するつもりはないんだ。
That's good. That's the best thing for your character.
じゃあ元気で。
I hope a rock crushes him right there immediately as he
ま
leaves.
たな。
ザインは二人と違って大人だからね。きっとうまくやるよ。
Funny that she called him a child before and now is calling him an adult. Oh, look at that contented smile.
一人だとこんなに静かなんだな。
And now it's a nostalgic smile, I guess, is what it is.
珍しいの。どうだって
They're all curled up.
最近ある。フェルン
They're hit with some sort of sleep spell. Oh no, they're sick.
あと半日。
それよりフェルンが具合悪そうで。
Come on, grab her ears, pull them.
やめてよ。
Whoa!
熱がある
Look
ね
how close they are.
あ、何それ。
ザイ
Spell?
ンが残してくれた
Oh,
薬草について
no, okay.
書かれた手記だよ。
Yeah, the minute he leaves, we
魔法で
need
病気の
him.
判別をすれば
使えないって話じゃ。
私だって晴天くらい持っているよ。
Great.
鍋敷きにされてる。
ただの風邪だね。
Okay, that's good.
おや、
You guys, can you milk her too?
前来た時は村だったんだけどね。
も
Oh,
う
really?
何十年も前のこと。
What happened to them? They die
お
out?
嬢様もまあ、ゆっくり休んでいくといい
You
わ。
missed out the important bit. What happened?
Arigato.
Why did the village shrink so
と
much
ころで
in
この近
that
く
time?
につらら待っててねフェルン。
Look how
薬
cute
の
she
材
is
料を
lying
取
in
っ
that
てくる
bed.
から。フェ
Oh,
ルンは風邪をひいた時手を握ってあげると安心するんだよ。
that's so cute. Is Shark gonna have to
小
do
さい
that?
頃からそうなんだ。
No.
どうしたの？
Let us hold your hand.
恥ずかしい。
She's so cute.
なんで？誤解しないでください。
Nothing wrong with wanting comfort when you're sick, I don't think.
そっか。
I want someone to hold my
そうだね。
hand when I'm sick.
あと2年
Especially if
も
it's
すれば
Frieren.
立派な大人か。私の中ではね、フェルンはまだ子供なの。
Wow, they're doing this whole like child adult
多分
thing
この先
a lot this episode. It's a major
ずっとそ
theme.
うだ。
Is she in a mimic? It would have been funny if we zoomed in and she was stuck in a mimic in the bush. Damn, that's a cool tree.
花は有毒だから気をつけてね。
Oh, okay. Poisonous as in you can't eat them?
なんでフェルンの手を握ったんだ。支えてもらって悪い気分になるやつはいねえよ。
Frieren's gonna learn about giving emotional support. Aww.
何のつもり？
Is this Himmel? Yeah, of course it is.
幼い頃亡くなった母は
をして手を握
Oh,
ってくれた
and then Frieren
不思議
passes
と
that on
落
to
ち着いて
Fern.
心の支えが必要なのは
Correct, Himmel. Ah, he's a perfect man.
悪い気分ではないだろ
I don't care if you're a 70-year-old man with a beard and tattoos all over your body. You need
気遣
support.
う僕もなかなかイケメンだろ
黙って
多分
That's so
フェルンが
sweet.
恥ずかしがっていたのは
やりたいようにやってみるよ。お礼にシュタルクが風邪をひいた時は手を握ってあげるね。
Get sick quickly.
まだよ
よいしょっと。
思ったよりもでっかい
Yeah, wow. Half as big as Frieren's entire body.
あんた上手だね。
And Stark's out helping the village so that
So
Fern's not
kana.
embarrassed.
子供では
It's not only children that need emotional
知っ
support.
ているよ。それじゃあ目指すは魔法都市
All
オイ
right.
サーストだ。
Oh, I'm keen. I can't wait for this arc to start properly because I'm curious about it. What? Is this the second verse of the song? What a cool, like they're keeping the ED song. This imagery is very cool. Yes! Yeah, this is the second part of the song. I have the song on my Spotify playlist. This is such an interesting art style. Ah, yeah, I love the way this song resolves. Ah, cute. Oh, and then Frieren dies. That was a really sweet, cute, sweet, amazing, nice, sweet episode. I really liked it. It was cool, like, before we say goodbye to Sein, just have, like, one more month with him. Properly say some sort of goodbye. And leave him with good memories, I think. Because he got to, as he was walking away, he had that small smile that was, like... It wasn't a huge smile. It was a, like, that was a good time that I spent with them kind of smile. I do feel bad for him, because then he was talking about how, like, you know, traveling alone is more lonely. Which... Yeah, after you're with that whole group, man, I would honestly be crying myself to sleep. If I was like spending time with Frieren, Fern, and Stark and having a great time while traveling with them, and then I find out that I have to go in the opposite direction of them to achieve my goal, and I do that, man, I'd be sad. You know, I would get intensely lonely, I think. So I feel bad for him, but I hope he'll be alright and we'll see him again, because I did warm up to him a lot in the short time we had him with us, so I'm excited to see what happens there. I think that like Fern and Stark conversation, I like the way, I mean, by conversation I mean argument that they had. I like the way they resolved it of like obviously their main problem is they both have like weird feelings about each other, but aren't good at communicating with each other. That's the main problem, right? And so because of that, Fern is a little bit immature, and when she is flustered by something, it transitions to anger, and she takes it out on him a little bit. And he also is a little bit spineless at times and a little bit clueless at other times, so he doesn't quite know when things are going wrong and isn't able to respond appropriately then. But what I liked here was that what she was actually sort of angry about was she channeled her fear into her anger, because she had the hand on her cheek, but then she felt his hand on her shoulder, and it was like holding her down and kind of strong. Look, if you're especially, this is especially true if like you're a I mean, I don't know what the gender norms are in this universe, but like generally it's pretty standard for women to feel fear when like out on the street and stuff. Like there's a power dynamic there that men don't often perceive and don't often think about, but women will, you know. And like in that situation, it's like she kind of feels the fear of like this very strong hand on her shoulder, because Stark's strong as fuck, on her shoulder, and that fear is like something that took her by surprise, and she doesn't like feeling that vulnerable, I imagine. And because of all of that, and because it sort of came out of nowhere and turned out to be like a small prank he was playing on her, it was like, you made me feel fear for, like, in her mind, she's like, all I did was make your face kind of cold for a second, and what you did was make me feel fear, which is not equivalent exchange. But she wasn't able to communicate that quickly enough. But then afterwards, she did just say to him, be gentler, which is a very fair thing to say to him. Like, she didn't say, don't ever do that again. She just said, be gentler. Like, be more soft with me, because then I will know, like, then I won't be scared, and I'll know we're just being friendly with each other. So I liked the way they did that. I also liked how then it hard cut to Sein, like, with downing a beer and then going, just start dating already. It's just so funny. The entire audience screaming the same thing. They had the ongoing theme in this episode of, like, who is being treated like a child and who's being treated like an adult. I find it very impressive how Frieren, the show, seems to be incorporating its themes. Because I imagine in each episode, there's probably like 2 chapters from the manga, right? And themes don't, in my mind and in my experience with manga, themes tend to span 1 chapter or span an entire arc, but they don't tend to just like span every 2 chapters, because mangas aren't necessarily written to accommodate anime episode lengths, you know? Like, in some ways they're written like in with anime in mind. Like, they might go like, oh, if this was made into an anime, this would be a good end to the first season or whatever. But they're not written in a way generally of like, okay, so these 2 chapters are going to be 1 episode, therefore I should have one ongoing theme for these 2 chapters. So I feel like that's the adaptation, either taking small liberties or putting in a few extra lines, or it's just the author of the manga is naturally putting these themes in short amounts of time, and it just happens to be lining up nicely per episode. But in this episode, it was about, you know, very much about being treated like a child, being treated like an adult. And I liked the idea of, like, I don't see you as a child, but you do need support. I want to be here to support you, because that's not something that only children need. Children do need a lot of support, but so do adults. Adults just get less of it because no one's obligated to give. Like, with children, there's an obligation from their parents to support them. So even if no one else in the world is supporting those children, their parents should be. Sometimes they aren't, but I digress. Their parents should be giving them that support. But when you're an adult in the real world, like, whose job is it to give you support? Nobody's. So but you should still hopefully be getting support from those around you. And that was a nice theme to bring into this episode of, like, hey, yeah, I'm holding your hand, but it's not because I think you're a child. It's because you're in pain and I care about you. And that's a really sweet conclusion to come to in this episode. It's just a very nicely written show. It's very nicely written, and I'm very excited for this upcoming arc. It sounds like it's going to be fun. Them doing like an exam, right? That's what it's supposed to be. I'm looking forward to it. And we're going to meet a bunch of new characters, I think. The OP seem to have a bunch of new characters that we haven't seen before, so I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for watching this episode, episode 17 of Frieren. Make sure to support the video if you can, and my Patreon account is in the description below for full-length early access and exclusive videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.